You know that person who walks into meetings 15 minutes late with a coffee in hand, sits down like nothing happened, and says, "Sorry, traffic." Yeah, we all know that person. But here's the question, why? Why are some people chronically late to meetings while others show up 10 minutes early every single time? Is it disrespect, poor time management, or maybe something way deeper in their psychology? Stick with me until the end because what you'll discover might explain why you're always waiting or always the one everyone's waiting for. Here's the thing. Not all chronically late people are the same. There are actually 4 types of people who are always late to meetings, and each type reveals something fascinating about how their mind works. By the end of this, you'll probably start thinking, wait, that's literally me. Let's dive in. Type 1, the optimistic calculator. This is the person who genuinely believes they can do everything in half the time it actually takes. They'll finish one meeting at 2 p.m. and think, okay, next meeting's at 2:15. I just need to grab coffee, reply to 3 emails, use the bathroom, and walk across the building. Easy. It's 2:20 and they're still in line for coffee wondering where the time went. Psychologically, these people suffer from something called the planning fallacy. Their brain systematically underestimates how long tasks take because it only remembers the ideal scenario, not reality. They forget about the elevator wait, the colleague who stops them in the hallway, the email that needs an urgent response. It's not that they don't care about being on time, they just live in a parallel universe where traffic lights are always green and parking spots magically appear. Their lateness comes from optimism, not arrogance. They're shocked every single time they're late because in their head they left with plenty of time. Type 2, the silent rebel. Now this type is different. They know exactly what time the meeting starts. They could be on time, but something inside them refuses to rush. They'll be ready 10 minutes early, then sit down and scroll through their phone because showing up early feels like losing some invisible power game. They'll say things like, if the meeting's important, they'll wait, or I'm not going to stress over someone else's schedule. Psychologically, this is called reactance, the instinct to resist anything that feels like control. For them, being punctual feels like submission to authority, to corporate culture, to other people's demands. By arriving late, they maintain a sense of autonomy. It's their quiet way of saying, I move on my own time. But here's the deeper truth. These people often feel undervalued or overlooked in their work environment. Their lateness isn't really about the meeting, it's about reclaiming a sense of control in a situation where they feel they have none. The meeting is just the battleground. Type 3, the priority juggler. This person isn't late because they don't care, they're late because they care about too many things at once. They're in back-to-back meetings all day. Between meetings, they're putting out fires, answering urgent messages, handling crisis after crisis. When the next meeting time arrives, they're still mentally and physically trapped in the last emergency. They run to the meeting room thinking, I'll just be 2 minutes late. But those 2 minutes turn into 10 because someone stops them with just a quick question. Psychologically, these are high-responsibility individuals with poor boundary-setting skills. They can't say no, they can't delegate, they can't let anything drop, so they try to do everything and time becomes the thing that suffers. Their lateness isn't disrespect, it's exhaustion. It's the visible symptom of someone drowning in obligations. They show up late because they were busy making sure nothing else fell apart. And, ironically, their commitment to everything makes them unreliable to everyone. Then there's the 4th type, the disengaged avoider. The person who's late because, honestly, they'd rather not be there at all. These are the people who drag their feet getting to meetings that feel pointless. If it's a meeting they care about, they're on time. But if it's another meeting that could have been an email, they suddenly move in slow motion. They'll take the long route, stop by their desk unnecessarily, check one more thing before heading over. Psychologically, their lateness is a passive form of protest. It's their way of communicating, I don't think this is a valuable use of my time, without actually saying it out loud. They're not confrontational enough to skip the meeting entirely, but they're honest enough with themselves to not pretend it matters. Studies show chronic lateness to specific types of meetings often indicates a mismatch between someone's role and their actual interests. Their body language is literally saying what their mouth won't. This meeting doesn't align with what I value. So, whether you're the optimistic calculator who thinks teleportation is possible, the silent rebel reclaiming power, the priority juggler drowning in responsibility, or the disengaged avoider voting with your feet, your lateness is telling a story. For some, it's about bad math. For others, it's about control, overwhelm, or misalignment. The real question is, what's your lateness really saying? So which one are you? The optimistic calculator, the silent rebel, the priority juggler, or the disengaged avoider? Drop a comment and let me know. And if you're always the one waiting, tell me which type annoys you the most. If this made you see lateness differently, hit subscribe. We dive deep into the psychology that actually explains human behavior. Don't forget to like this video, it helps more people discover these insights. This channel isn't just about understanding psychology, it's about understanding yourself.